Alright, so this video is for John Gage. I guess he nominated me for a challenge. If I understand the challenge correctly, he wants me to pick the best games, or what I think are the best games that start with T. Now, I don't know what I'm restricted to, so I'm just gonna pick games that start with T that are important to me, special to me, or not necessarily my personal absolute favorite, but I'll start off with one that I can see literally right across from me, and that would be Tales of Symphonia. That would be for the Nintendo GameCube. This was a really awesome action RPG that you could play with actually cooperatively with up to 4 people if you had all the controllers plugged in. Really, really awesome game. I loved the story, anime cutscenes, and all that. It had 2 discs because, well, they could have did it on one, but the GameCube, obviously, as we know, used mini DVDs or whatever it was, so had to use 2 discs. But I love that. That's something, an aspect I miss about older consoles, is using multiple discs, because it would often cut off at a really cool part of the story or a cliffhanger, almost like a wait for the next episode sort of thing, and then you get to put the next disc in. It made it, for me, more special instead of just playing it straight through. Honestly, I miss that aspect of games so much. And so we'll move on to another one that's awesome, and it's kind of a more of a British one because IDOS made this one, and that's Time Splitters 3 Future Perfect. That's another excellent first-person shooter that you can play with 4-player split screen. You could do System Link. You could do online as well, not on the GameCube, of course, which I originally just had the GameCube version, but I eventually did get the original Xbox version. I actually personally wanted to seek a physical GameCube copy version at some point in the future. I do own it digitally as an original Xbox copy. It was on sale. Got it for the Xbox Marketplace. But that's another excellent one, which I highly, highly recommend. And then I'm going to go with another one. And this one is Titanfall 2. Now, what I loved about this, I do not like, the whole Battle Royale. I do not like that. I didn't like Apex Legends, even though it was sort of from the Titanfall universe. I like the advanced movement mechanics in the terms of a single-player game and what they did with that. Titanfall 2 honestly felt like Halo to me in a lot of ways, in terms of vibes I got from it, like caring about the characters. You got like the pilot and the machine, and it almost kind of was like a similar dichotomy, I guess, or relationship, like Master Chief and Cortana, or something like that. There was a lot of cool story beats and moments that reminded me, and it felt like Halo. It felt like a really great FPS first-person campaign and different universe and unique, and I just really enjoyed it. And that's something that's special to me, that really hit me when I thought it wouldn't. I didn't think I'd care at all about any kind of first-person shooter ever again. So the sad thing is we'll never get a Titanfall 3. I've got a bit of cotton mouth. Smoking some weed. Anyway, so as for the fourth, I heard this is kind of cheating because a lot of games start with the. And I could go with PS1, or I could go with a GameCube title with this. Alright, I'm going to go with Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. That's what I'm going to go with, and this one is special. It's my favorite of all the Legend of Zeldas. It's a traditional style Zelda. I do not like the new ones at all. It doesn't feel like Zelda to me. All the weapons break. You have to do all this crafting and survival stuff, and there's too much. It feels too much like a damn job. Honestly, it feels too modern, too much like a job. It almost feels like you're battle pass, like, you gotta like grind for all this stuff, and you get rewards, and everything breaks, and you say, oh, the freedom, the freedom. Well, the open world and the freedom, we lost a lot of density and compactness, and those awesome epic dungeons, which are so awesomely crafted and designed and fun to do. And you did have a bit of leeway. There were some dungeons you could go to out of order, but in general you had to follow some kind of path, and that way you still got really great story progression. In a traditional style though, you don't get with that with the old side. But anyways, Twilight Princess was what we wanted originally before Wind Waker came out. That was kind of what we were looking for, and we got it. And it's a sequel to Ocarina of Time. I loved it. The wolf aspect, originally, I was a bit iffy on. It kind of was off-putting to me, but I eventually grew to appreciate it and like it immensely. And obviously, you know, playing as Link was awesome. The graphics were incredible. It felt like an open world, kind of, but it was still traditional Zelda. It was pretty big, it was pretty epic, and they could have added more to that. I wish they did, because it did at times feel pretty empty in some cases, but loved the story, loved the atmosphere, the darkness to it was really, really cool, and Midna was a really great character, and I don't think they're ever going to top that again. And as the Eiji Aonuma says, the director of the Zelda franchise, we're never getting a traditional style Zelda again. It's Tears of the Kingdom style shit from here on out. Minecraft to the end, you know. Like I said in other video that I had, it's Legend of Zelda nuts and bolts. That's what it feels like Banjo-Kazooie nuts and bolts. Banjo-Kazooie was like this collectathon, this certain style of game, and all of a sudden it was just about crafting stupid vehicles and crafting things, and that's all it became. Legend of Zelda's craft, 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 craft. I'm sick of fucking crafting everything. Why do you have to craft so much in games? Why? Why can't some games stick to what they used to be? And it won't surprise me if other franchises that have nothing to do with crafting all of a sudden start having crafting put into the game. Anyways, so that's my 4 impactful, favorite, important games that start with T. John, I hope you enjoy that. I'll try to tag you in this video, and hope you enjoyed that. And who do I nominate next? I don't have a nomination for the next letter in the alphabet. Anyone who wants to take on the challenge and make it, go ahead. Or John, I'll let you pick the next guy. Any one of my subscribers want to do it? How about you, Dave? Dave's had enough for Michael, my buddy Michael Allen. You know, I nominate any one of you guys to do the next letter. So you have to do you. Favorite or best games that start with you. And I know Michael Allen, that's why I thought of you. I think your YouTube channel starts with Dave. But I choose you. Especially with the letter U, because I know you... Actually, no, wait. Yeah, that's what I nominate. Michael Allen or Dave, I'll tag you. I want you to make this video. Upload it. 4 best or favorite games that start with you. And knowing your content and what you upload, I know one of them that you're going to pick 100%. Anyways, hope you enjoyed that video.